trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me.
I was born about 70 miles south of Damascus, Syria, in a Roman castle. It's a beautiful little village. And I was there for about 4 years. Then we had to be swept out of the village and moved to the big city, Damascus.
How were you received here in America as an immigrant?
Oh, beautifully, wonderfully, as a matter of fact. I never felt any sense of disassociation or you're a foreigner. So all my schoolings, all my life, all my growth of turning from young into a gray-haired man happened in the United States.
How did the September 11 attacks influence your life?
For the first time in over 25 years, the weight of my nationality, of my background, started dictating my own behavior, and not because of anybody started treating me differently or looking at me like I was a terrorist, but my own self-awareness of who I am and where I come from. And there is colored with the feeling of somewhat shame, colored with a tremendous amount of anger, of being suffocated, of people saying all the wrong things out of fear, people being chained the same way that I had ran away from. Not much difference in terms of the kind of feeling of an invisible dictatorship, that you could not say a single thing, that the whole country was ruled by this element of fear. At the same time, I was starting to be aware of the Somalis coming into town, into Lewiston, through different people that I've known in the community of Lewiston. I felt for these people because they ran away in almost the same circumstances from a place where we're torn by wars, torn by distrust. People who wanted a sense of community to be able to allow their children a better future than they had. They were decent, they were just looking for the opportunity, the chance. It was the same way when I sought to come to this country, and I found it. Life happens in the documentary without you being the God who is dictating it, of where you want it to go. Did it come out as I wanted it to? Well, I didn't know exactly what the end process is, because the neo-Nazis, when they came down and all of the unfortunate things that were happening, we didn't know whether somebody was going to be shot or not. With the police presence alone, the police could have shot somebody without even intending to. Tremendous amount of guns and bullets were all over the place. The community of Lewiston invited the letter back and showed it in the middle school auditorium, and the middle school was packed. That was the first time the letter would be shown in Maine anywhere with the people, with the community that we actually talked about. When the film actually began, this is how it happened. For a couple of minutes, you hear giggles and things. Oh, look at this, that's me, that's him, that's her. Oh, I know her, or so and so on. And all of a sudden, just 4 or 5 minutes into the film, hundreds of people in the auditorium, you could drop a pin and everybody is completely silent. At the end of the film, everybody stood on their feet for 10 minutes, giving this incredible relief with their clapping, and it was one of the most emotional experiences I've had in making films. So it has impacted not only my emotional life, but my future and how to look at films. What is worthwhile? What do I want to say? And what would it do